Rome. I don't do a lot of talking. That's
Just your brother.
I'm just, yeah. So,
All right. I can tell he hogs the mic, huh?
That's Romeo.
That's your show when you told
Me and Romeo got something in common. Anyway.
We do. I think we do too.
He gonna be your only friend. Roman ain't got no friends.
I ain't got no friends either.
And look, his mother paid me to be his friend.
Okay.
I've been down that road too. Slid you a couple dollars.
Play with him. Play with him too.
We live? All right, we live on the Dap It Up podcast. I'm your man, Dal Tate. We got JT Go Long Sports, my man in the building. We got Romeo in the building. We got my man C in the building. Welcome to the Dap It Up Live podcast. We got to do it like this. Producer Jim and Lack is not in the building tonight. We got some stand-ins, you know what I'm saying? They're going to sit in for Lack and Jim.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna try to do our thing, see what happens and everything. But we live on the Dap It Up podcast. We got the welcome everybody who's tuning in tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy ourselves.
Absolutely.
And make it happen. First thing I'm going to start off, man, I like to go to the sports first. And I like to see, JT, what's going on in the sports world?
check. My mic is acting up a little bit. Y'all can hear me?
I can
We
hear
can
you
hear you,
fine.
bro.
Good.
I can hear you real fine.
Sports world, ain't too much going on. But like he say, the 75 best players wrong, you pick, and Skins, Cowboys. I mean, what you want to talk about?
I'm saying the Washington football team, for one. Washington football team won.
They won?
They won, didn't they?
Oh, okay.
Shocking, isn't it?
The Cowboys won.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying that, the record's still the same.
Yeah. And
1-1. Everybody 1-1.
Everybody
you ain't gonna know
1-1.
too much until week 4, week 5. Something like that.
I'm saying, but
Agreed.
what do you think about since the Cowboys is your football team, what do you think about their performance this weekend?
If I was a grade, I'd give them a C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I give
Why
them
is
a C.
that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Because, shit, they didn't score no points in the second half. One. Did you see any points in the second half?
I didn't see the game, so I kind of.
But
Well, 17 points ain't gonna cut it.
Okay.
For real,
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
though.
I'm surprised you
I'm
said that
surprised
too.
about your defense. Your defense is playing phenomenal. Y'all played two of the top quarterbacks in the league, and I think y'all so in last year. Just for those who don't know, the Cowboys defense was probably with the worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
Okay.
They was.
And dude, they balling right now.
They okay. Like I say, they okay. They get there, but I see improvement from last year. I mean, I like a couple of players they got.
Yeah.
Tay Diggs and
DC boy.
the new guy Parsons. I mean, he's doing
Parsons,
Parsons
is
doing his
he's
thing.
gonna be a beast.
I mean, they putting it together.
Let me ask you this.
But the people got hurt.
I know a lot of Cowboy fans, and most people are ecstatic now, saying, going from everybody from, Skip Bayless, the Cowboy fan, to everybody, this our year now, this our year, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking Zach looking suspect.
What?
Nah, Zach playing well, bro.
think
Now,
Zach
the
looking
boy
suspect.
Pollard is running back way better than him right now.
Oh, Zeke. He said Zeke
I
looking
said
suspect.
Zach.
Oh,
Yeah,
you said Dak. Okay, you talking about
Zeke.
okay.
I said Zach, that's what I said, but I'm
Dude, but we talking about sports. You might want to share
Boy,
just a second, bro.
Hey.
This is the non-sports section.
Nah. This what's guy right here. I'm Mr.
He said-
I'm Mr.
he said-
ESPN. You know what I'm saying?
He said Zeke made a good jump shot.
Exactly, bro.
These people over here.
Basketball is the one that you shoot and put the ball in the hoop. Right?
Everybody know the best team out here is my Steelers. I'm a
Okay.
Pittsburgh
And they're
Steelers
1-1
fanatic.
right now,
Yes,
too,
we
right?
are. We don't need help with it.
Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
all day, every day.
Well, but you're 1-1 like the Cowboys and Reds.
I got that.
Washington football team. Like
It's,
that.
it's 17 games. 1-1. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But last week when you were 1-0, you were giving
We
the
lost
Cowboy.
last week.
I'm talking about the week before, the first week.
When we won,
I know you were giving Redskins fans.
They beat Buffalo.
right?
They beat Buffalo, but
Right.
they was giving the Cowboy and Washington football team fans hell because we lost our first game. Like it was the end of like the season
Since
was
you
over.
won, now,
You
now
know
it
what I'm
says
saying?
we. Now it's we.
It always was
Well,
we. But we're 1-1 right now. Is my whole
Okay.
point. So are
You
you.
Washington.
Right.
Yeah, that's Washington.
To
You
that-
Washington football
right.
team. Okay.
So what's the deal in Pittsburgh though this week? I've been hearing Ben Roethlisberger's backup quarterback.
Everybody saying we should go get Cam.
No, and
You
they
know
said they might start Haskins this week. Y'all got Haskins, right?
Ben got a hip flexor or
Okay.
whatever, and so therefore Ben has not against the Raiders, he didn't look his best. He didn't look the
So Mike
typical.
thinking about benching him.
Right. Did y'all see Haskins play when he was with the Washington football team?
They said Haskins couldn't read offenses. They said he couldn't read playbook.
And then y'all picked him up.
Yeah, well, he's the first running back. He can make every throw in the league. You know what I'm saying? He can do that. You know what I'm saying? So with some training, which we was hoping he was trained or was watched Ben for a whole year.
Yeah.
Same way Jameis watched Breeze. You know what I'm saying? Then he can do that same thing because I don't think
I got a
Roethlisberger gonna be
question.
in there.
When you say a quarterback can't read offense, what do they mean?
Can't
per
read
se?
defenses, you mean?
Well, he said.
I say we couldn't read the playbook. They
he
said
couldn't play.
he said his
couldn't
playbook
read defense,
right.
basically.
Ohio State plays he was quarterback at OSU. OSU's playbook was not a typical NFL playbook. So therefore, when they was asking him to come in when he did for the Washington football team, he had a problem reading the playbook. So a lot of stuff he was doing was just check down stuff, blah blah blah. That was one of the knocks on him. That's why we say, hey, that's
But what's
why.
difficult about reading a playbook, though?
Hey,
It's so the
He
quarterback
had a problem remembering. No,
I
mean, 'cause I know they put the plays on the arms and stuff.
I never heard that about him. To be
I
honest
did.
with you.
I
didn't
can
have
get
that.
the article for you if you need it.
No, well, I mean, so you're the same person who is referencing Dak as the
I
running
called the man
back.
Zeke, dog. God damn,
No, you
dog.
called him Dak.
He called him Zach.
I know that was a mistake from him. I know what he was talking about.
Right.
Though.
He doesn't know sports.
Most sports people know what I'm talking about. Roman on the
You
other hand.
confused the hell out of me, bro. I didn't know if you were talking about badminton. Who you talking about, badminton?
That's your sport, bro. I ain't gonna bring that up for man.
He brought his sport up.
Yeah, his sport. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
He'll tell you the Olympic team for this year from badminton.
What,
Who
else,
was it,
what
Roman?
else going on in the sports world, JT?
I mean, nothing too much. I haven't been keeping up for real. I mean,
All right. Football is leading right now. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. You know, everybody 1-1. Whole football league can be 1-1, right?
I mean, you got some
Everybody
0-2s. You got some
And
2
you got some 2-0s.
Come on, man.
ain't.
Of all the
Who
two,
undefeated right now?
Who the best 2-0
Tampa
team?
Bay's undefeated.
Tampa
Yeah.
Bay undefeated.
Who else undefeated?
So
Not
Raiders
too
are
many,
undefeated
right?
going by that.
Raiders
The Raiders
undefeated.
did, yeah.
Okay.
Broncos.
Broncos are undefeated as well.
Raiders undefeated. Yeah, there's
Okay,
quite
it's
a
a
few
lot
teams.
of undefeated
Carolina
teams out there.
undefeated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carolina play the Cowboys next week, and
Right.
they'll probably be undefeated, but they're gonna lose next week though.
Okay.
They're gonna be their first loss. They playing tonight, you know. So
Right.
what can I say?
Okay.
They had something
Alright.
about basketball. What's my man named the guard? Simmons. Said
Yeah,
he would
yeah, there
never
you go.
play for Philly. Never.
Right.
What y'all
And
think
that's
about that?
crazy.
Okay.
You know. So a lot of people, Golden State said they won't ever pick. They wouldn't pick him up.
Really?
Yeah. They said, not
What
happen.
they gonna try to blackball my man?
I don't know how it's gonna come.
Well,
But he under contract for like 4 years. He just signed
I
his
know,
contract.
but he don't want to play with Philly no more.
Right.
trust me.
He gonna have to sit out for real. But
Man, dude, that man is sitting out. That means he's going to forego $33 million this
hey,
season.
they said your man was
Not his total contract. This just for one season. $33 million for next year. That's what he's earning.
But I think
He's not sitting out.
I think they should trade him.
Well, yeah, they got to find a
should
willing.
trade
part.
him.
So the problem is, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good.
I was gonna say the problem is Philly was asking for basically a ransom to get him. They wanted like 4 first-round picks and a young talent. Man, people like, hold on, y'all trying to divorce this guy? Why are we trying to give
you
you
that.
our daggone future for
Right.
someone y'all clearly don't want? So I've heard rumors that they're trying to do a trade with Portland for Dame Leonard, and
That kind of makes sense.
it makes sense for Philly, absolutely.
I
right?
mean, yeah, I mean, Portland always the rebuild.
Exactly.
Rebuild, But
Always,
definitely,
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
Dame need to leave. He should. That'd be good for him. You know?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, we when I go over to we definitely forgot to I forgot to mention our sponsor, the Ranch Restaurant. Remember the Ranch Restaurant, 3511 Maryland Avenue. If you want your African Caribbean food, make sure you go check out the Ranch Restaurant, 3511 Maryland Avenue. Get your African Caribbean American dishes. All right, make sure y'all check them out. I forgot to mention our sponsor.
Giddy
You know what
up.
I'm saying? And this is the JT Go Long Sports Report. JT Go Long.
I need to write stuff down too, right? I need to see what I'm talking about during the week now.
Yeah, but but we
So
gonna
get
go
this
ahead.
stuff
That was the JT Go Long Sports Report, and we're gonna keep it moving and stuff. I'm gonna get to some of these topics and get a little deep on some of these topics and see what y'all think about different things. All right.
Come with it.
All right. Let's see. First thing on my little topic list, man. I wanted to ask the people. I wanted Lack and Jim to be in here because they like talking about stuff like this.
Shout out to Lack, by the way. That's
Shout out to Lack. You know, I don't know. He laid back. I hope Lack is doing pretty good and everything. I hope Jim doing pretty good.
I hope he watching so that way he might, man, these dudes trying to take my spot. Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody get well soon.
Right. Yeah. We coming for you, bro. We want your spot.
They might get well tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
But first thing, man, what I want to know, do you care about a woman's body count? As men, do you care about a woman's body count when you meet a female or anything? Do you care about her body count or not? JT, what you think?
Me, not really.
You don't care if you don't care if a female if you meet a young lady and she say she done slept with 150 dudes. You okay with that?
I don't think she's gonna tell me that. but
What do you think, Rome? Do you care about a woman's body count?
So it all depends.
Look,
Me,
he done did some research.
see, I was ready for that question. So for me, it depends, right? So if it's just somebody I'm just kicking it with, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm looking for someone that I'm just kicking it with a whole lot of experience.
Okay.
Right.
For the experience.
I'll giddy up. Yeah. So if you get
250 bodies.
I don't care. They got rubbers, right? so now, but if I know my woman has been with 250 bodies, she ain't gonna be my woman.
But I'm saying, suppose y'all met, y'all got it in, y'all kicked it, you enjoy her.
And then I
you
learn
feeling
later.
good, and then you learn later. Then y'all just laying in bed one day, right before the wedding or whatever.
She start
and
counting.
she say,
putting
and you
the
say,
count
how many women you done slept with? And then you say, oh, baby, I slept with about 2. And then she say, oh, damn, I slept with like 150. What do you do in that situation?
I got a story about that.
What would I do in that situation?
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm already knee deep into
Yeah,
this?
you knee deep in it. You knee deep in the poo tank.
Wow. Here's what I think I'll do first. I think I'm gonna have to delay the marriage.
You gonna delay the marriage?
And I'm gonna delay it because, some things I didn't. First of all, for me, I think I would have really asked that question before I've gotten so deep into it. Now, because I know I asked these kind of questions beforehand before I start getting my feelings all involved. But then if she lied to me, well, yeah, marriage wouldn't happen.
But is it okay even to ask that question? Is
Yeah.
that
Do you ask that
an
question?
appropriate question to ask a female?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. If
How
I'm
about
getting-
that, see? I mean, see,
See,
what's
what
up,
you
see?
think? See?
I had a story about that. Real true story.
Tell your story about it.
I got a partner of mine, and he's getting married.
That's your only friend now.
That's why he's not even my friend. That was
His
a
mom
business
paid
arrangement.
me.
Business arrangement. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I had a buddy of mine. Well, I still have a buddy of mine who was getting married. No one had ever seen this girl though. Okay.
Right.
And so he was like, it was probably a week before the wedding.
Right.
And he was out to hang with the fellas. And everybody's like, man, when you getting married? Man, ain't nobody even seen your girl. He said, man, yeah, we've been kicking it for like 6 months, but man, I'm gonna have her come over and meet y'all. Y'all my niggas. I'm gonna have her come through.
Right.
She came through. 3 of the 5 people that was in the room had smashed. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
That was she was a neighborhood freak before your boy moved.
So
in
did
it.
y'all let him know, or did y'all just
That was the
whisper
question.
amongst
yes.
everybody?
So one dude's like, hey Vanessa. You know what I'm saying? How you know Vanessa? Oh man, you ain't tell him. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of say like, hey, Vanessa was the freak, neighborhood freak. Everybody hit.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, whoa, but that's my woman.
Right.
I was supposed to act like I don't know her. So that was the situation, you know what I'm saying? He ended up still married her, you know what I'm saying? He delayed the wedding, you know what I'm saying? Because, it was a situation. It's like you come into a room and 5 niggas then hit your wife, you know what I'm saying? Or your girl, you know what I'm saying? How you going to feel in that situation?
But I'm
you know what
saying, you don't think that would have been kind of childish of him to not marry her over that situation for her past?
I think he
She
was-
slept with some different dudes.
I think he was more worried with the appearance of what it is. You know what I'm saying? She does this little trick with her body. I know you understand, right, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't want your, somebody explaining something about your girls, she being a freak for you, and some other nigga explaining the same thing. Yeah, I like it when she does that. Does she go on her side like she used to do for me? Somebody can get, like that. As for me, does body count for me? it's that number. You know what I'm saying? 150 might be too much. You know what I'm saying?
150 too much.
Yeah, she's like, I'm 25, 40.
So okay, we
the
not.
Well, that's a lot that I was thinking
As
about.
a man, okay, when you reverse that, as a man, if you got how many bodies you have? I mean, I
have
ain't
no
trying to
idea.
get with you or nothing,
Right.
but
I have no idea. But at the
Okay.
same
I
time,
can
ain't
I
count.
can tell you got about 2.
2 bodies.
anyway.
And he married her twice.
Oh man, bro. Hey, bro. How many bodies you got, bro?
Yeah.
This is my wife not watching this show.
Right. How many men like
So
you?
I used to. I ain't counting you, calls. I used to keep a number, right?
Keep track.
I used to keep track.
Okay.
I literally used to keep track. I used to write a number every January 1st. How many I smashed the previous year?
Previous year.
I would tear up this little piece of paper and write the number 5 or whatever, and then I
Right.
just stick it in my drawer.
Right.
And I'll just the next January 1st, I'll add to the previous year.
Right.
Right. So the last time I counted, I was over 100.
Okay. That
Now,
body.
I just
Wife gun.
disclosure: Roman's not very good at math. By the way, okay, okay, not very good at
No,
math.
I carried
JT.
over.
that whole carrying a 3, he doesn't get that.
JC, how many bodies you got?
Put it this way. I have never had more than 5 in a year.
In a year?
Never more than 4 probably. Yeah, in a
Okay.
year.
You never been to Mardi Gras, bro.
I know.
funny.
I've never been there.
In certain places where you at, I lived in New Orleans for like 8 years.
You were to Mardi Gras all the time.
Sex in New Orleans was crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
it comes at you, but you can't even fight them all. They come at you in so many different ways because they treat sex way different than they do
bro.
women
and,
in the DMV.
and I went to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil,
Okay.
for 7-8 days. Yeah, so
Man, I feel like a virgin around y'all dudes. I feel like a virgin. I don't think I have nothing but about, at the most, 20
What?
Okay.
What? Your
that's
life?
respectable.
in my lifetime.
That's respect. Hold on, you mean for 2021?
No, for my
Talking about
lifetime.
From what?
From women, from
68. From 68 to I know, right? 22.
hold on. But I ain't trying to be on your business, but didn't you used to manage a strip club as
Yeah,
well?
I mean, I be around a lot
Yeah,
of
he
shit.
around
but I
all
don't
that,
ne-
but
I
he
don't
just
never
don't-
get to hit. I could
he just
like
don't-
my
he don't
man
do it.
Lack
And
say. Lack say I could talk my way in the draws and out the draws before the night over.
Oh, for
You
real?
know?
Oh, okay, so you didn't ever take advantage of the French benefits that came to managing,
Nah,
working with.
I didn't take advantage of the benefits.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. I mean, I always, again, I can get there, but I can't close the deals.
Oh wow, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know how to get there. I just
Dude,
can't close.
that's a respectable number, bro. 20.
20?
Hell yeah.
To your 100?
20 and 50 years, huh? 20
Well-
really. I mean,
Well, I've lived a very different life.
You live a different life.
Yeah, I did. I've had some fun in my life.
Hey, I don't know, see.
I'll tell you, you ain't had no fun in your life.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. But
But
when it come down to the rest of it, I
well,
ain't.
you played checkers was your fun, right?
Yeah, I
Chess
ain't-
and checkers. And
I ain't
I
getting
will
nothing.
tell you that I started off slow. I couldn't find sex at 17 and 18. I'll be the first one to tell you. I couldn't.
You didn't get nothing until you got a job and you've been able to pay for something.
Nah. and truth be told, I can count on one hand how many times I done paid for the jump, for real. But at the,
You pay for it more than often than you
Nah,
think.
I
No,
remember-
I ain't talking. I'm talking about we all
Oh,
pay for it
right.
at some point or another. Right?
Okay, that's another thing. I mean, is it okay to
age.
pay for some sex?
Is it? See, my philosophy is we pay for it anyway.
Okay, no, we can't use that though.
Okay, you
Wrong.
wanna be
can't
straight
run
up.
no
You wanna
deal.
be straight
Is
up.
it okay to pay for sex?
Hey, bro. The two easiest things in this world to get: sex and drugs. And
I pay for both.
you both pay for both of them.
Yeah.
So I don't have any problem with people who pay for sex.
Okay. What you got? You got JT. What you think?
I don't know. I start in the 70s, 80s. I mean, 80s. Put it this way.
God
Shit.
damn, boy, what nobody paying $5 sex back then.
Nah, it wasn't no
70s.
fucking $5.
In the
but,
70s?
My brother and them, older brother and them, took me to 14th Street, and they was out there on
How
14th
much was
Street.
it?
at
How
that
much was
time.
it back then?
Shit, it was about $100 and something. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't no fucking $100
Yeah, it was.
back then.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I was. That's with them white girls out there. You wouldn't just go get a sister for $50. You had to go get that $100 jump.
Hey,
Damn.
It was about 100.
If you went down and you say, "Hey, let me go get this $100," it was $100 back then.
Yeah,
How much
yeah,
is
I
it
was
today?
like 18, I think.
Well, how much is it today? That means the price didn't go up much.
Inflation, bro.
But it also depends
No.
on the girls too. Now, like with your boy, who was that? The
How
OD.
much is sex? How much is sex right now today?
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I tell y'all, no, we don't know.
Carlton,
right?
you a single man. How much sex,
I
bro?
ain't paid for sex in a long time, my brother. I ain't gonna tell you. But
Well,
it's also
what's a
depends
long
on-
time?
It depends on the chicks. Like the Bunny Ranch out in California, I'm gonna pay. Like with
You gonna pay that 500,
man,
600.
man.
For real?
I gotta go there one time. I got
What's
to.
so different? What's good about the
Right.
fucking bunny
It's the fact-
bunny house?
It's,
You know?
It's just to be able to point one that you want. I ain't got to worry. I ain't got to book. I ain't got to holler at her trying to finesse it. You know what I'm saying?
you would pay
I
that
want
type of
that
money.
Bow.
$500?
I didn't say what the amount of money was.
That's what you did say. Didn't
I
you say
said
$500?
I will
Yeah,
pay
say
some money. I said,
I mean, that's the price is going. If you go inside
If
the bunny
they-
ranch, you're gonna be
and I
paying
seen one worth the 500. Yeah, I'm
500
gonna go
or
there.
more.
I will go there. I have no
I ain't
problem.
paying no $500.
That's you. But you,
I ain't paying.
I would pay.
What's the most you'll pay then, Ron?
I don't know. I mean, maybe $100. $500?
You about to stay burned. You ain't gonna never get no ass.
That's what I'm saying.
If I go in the Bunny Ranch, I'm gonna pay the price, whatever the price is.
Yeah, it is.
500? You pay 500?
Yeah, if that's the
Cause
price.
it's an event, something you ain't doing every day.
Bruh, bro. I'll go down to damn what you
Chick
call
that
it?
you see in the Bunny
The
Ranch, you ain't gonna
house,
see
man.
on
I
the
just
one
go back to
before.
the penthouse. I know they ain't charging no damn $500.
I mean,
500.
it's,
Would you do that?
No, I'm not paying 500.
I know a chick now that's
but-
charging about 420 or something. She say.
$420?
I haven't. Yeah, she just. That's
Nah,
her
she
price.
talking about weed. She talking about weed, bro.
You say 420?
420.
You say, yeah, we get
She
high.
talking about.
We get high.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
that's
let me
$420.
ask you a question, Roman. You got a typical girl. I know you got a situation, so I ain't gonna put it out
Yeah,
there.
Ron,
But if you got
married, man.
a particular chick that you want that you never had, you just wanted her, and opportunity comes up, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll let you do this." You know what I'm saying? However, I want because I know you want me or whatever, and she gives you a amount. She comes 350. You know what I'm saying? 300. You want
I don't think so.
okay.
I ain't think.
happening.
Nah, it ain't happening. I mean,
Has there ever been a chick you wanted real bad that you never had?
yeah, of course. But I never propositioned her like that.
You woulda though.
Huh?
I mean, you woulda paid her what she wanted. If you really wanted her like that, you would
Look,
pay her what she
So
wanted.
I was at a bachelor party one time, and I was messing with this one, one of the strippers that was there,
Right.
and she was trying to tell me she don't, have sex for money. I'm like, look, everybody has a price, right? So she's like, well, I don't. I said, well, all right, well, shoot, I got like $10,000 in my pocket right now.
Right.
She said, show it to me. So, but my point is, everybody does have a price. All I'm saying is, I'm not paying $500 for straight up. Now, it'll make me feel better if I take you out.
Do you have a price?
Wait a minute, what, for what though?
I'm saying if a woman proposition
Right,
Jew,
right.
if a woman proposition Jew, say she gonna give you 500 to sleep with.
Right.
And she looks good,
I mean, she might not be your
That
type.
might be you just
like big fat. And,
Yeah,
What?
but
I
she
mean,
want to sit on your face.
I guess what he's trying to say is, are you gonna make that $500?
So, but I think the woman has a part. I had a partner one time tell me like, "See, all you gotta do is smash it." I couldn't. She didn't. Ugly. Couldn't do it.
I
Couldn't
not.
do it.
Couldn't do it.
But she
Won't
gonna
do it.
pay you. You got to get it up for her. If she gonna pay you,
I gotta like you.
So
you don't want the money either.
I gotta
not
like you.
$500. So for me, my price isn't $500.
You a high price hoe.
Oh, giddy up.
Then again, ain't nobody never came at me and said he gonna $5,000 either.
I'm a very high price. so I'm not out here on the street begging for some money, right? So $500, you ain't gonna get me to
Gotta-
do something
gonna have to
someone
buy
I
you-
don't
Don't
want
want to do.
You gonna have to buy you a Benz or some shit like that, right?
Hey, now we talk.
You got to,
And then I'm gonna make sure the shit's in my name, right?
you gotta go co-sign for you.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
for you hit.
There you go, right? Now we talk
what
about
about you, man?
What? We already talked about that. What?
I'm
What you
saying
want
if a female proposition you, I mean, what would your price be?
I don't know. Let her proposition me. Let her
Okay.
bring it to me. Shit, $20. Shit, all depends.
I already knew it was a $20
All
hole.
depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Sound like she wouldn't have to pay him at all.
Right, all depends. All depends.
I already knew it was a $20 hole. You know what I'm saying? See, come on, man.
$20. I mean, you know how sometimes you get some ass one day and something you was unexpected and you get it. You're like, oh, that's good shit. A good day today. Good day today. Let's think it was a good day and she gave you $20 on top of that good day. You know what I'm saying?
She might was supposed
you
to
would
pay
do
me, and I end up paying her. Fuck it.
Now, most people
think
I know are like that. Most dudes I know.
Would you feel offended if she left $100 on your nightstand?
Hell no.
Nope. Right.
You know, I mean, a long time ago, way before my marriage, I picked up a young lady. You know what I'm saying? And I just said she was went to a little hotel and all that. We got it in, and then she was like, "No, you ain't even got to pay." You know, and she ended up giving me a gold chain and everything that she got from the other nigga she had slept with and stuff. So you know, I was like, "Damn, I ain't got to pay." She said, "No, you good." So you know, you can.
So what you saying? You done a good job? What you
Yeah, I
saying?
guess I did a good job.
That was your tip.
You know what I'm saying?
That was your
But
tip.
she was willing to pay me instead of me paying her. So,
that's
you
what's
know,
up.
so that came out good.
Gave you a
You
cell
know?
phone when she called. You got to answer that.
No, we ain't even had cell phone. We ain't even had cell phones back then. That was so long ago. We ain't even had cell phones. I didn't have a cell phone back then.
Okay.
You know?
That's a question. How old was you when you first got your cell phone?
My cell phone.
Cell phone. I can't remember my first cell phone.
My first cell phone came from a job that I was working at.
Yeah.
You know, they gave us the little Nextel Jones.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know?
little chirp joints.
Yeah, and then we was making calls on that joint we wasn't supposed to be.
Mine was a Sprint. Same thing. It was like a little, and I think it was like a 90. No, it wasn't actually. No, it was a, you know, the ones you used to plug in your car?
Oh, the car.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's the first, for my job. Same job. I ultimately got
Yeah.
my first mobile phone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's all good. You know,
sorry,
we live on the Dap It Up podcast. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was one of the little topics we wanted to talk about. You know, we cleared that up. Rome,
What a topic.
Rome
What a
got
topic.
like 200 something bodies.
Nah, man.
JT got 10 bodies. You right? You said 10, right?
No, I said 4.
Oh, 4 bodies.
4 year. 4 year, probably.
man- my
3 a
man-
year. 2 a year.
my man
1 a
C.
year, maybe.
You didn't even say how many bodies you got.
No, he said 2.
He said 2.
Nice. And Roman said too. That's probably. I'm under 100. I'm probably about 50.
Okay.
You know what I'm
about
saying?
50. Okay. All right. I think I was at like 20, something like that. You know. But I probably had more than that. I don't know. I just, you know, do bodies that you don't, you know, if you don't remember their name, it's not a body, right?
Oh, I got a couple of them.
Nah, dude, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I
Shit,
don't
I don't
remember
remember most of mine.
Okay.
I told you the way I told you my counting system.
Right. I got you. All right. We live on the Dap It Up podcast, man. I got another question, man, for everybody, man. It's like, you know, people would spend, $100,000 to go to college, right? But you know that people, and then I'm gonna say people would spend $100,000 to go to college, but won't put in $5,000 to start a business in our community, basically. You know, so why do we address that situation where, you know, you spend all this money to go to college, but you won't spend that $5,000 to go start a business?
Can I
You know, how do we address that? Yeah, go ahead, see.
For those that don't know, I have my own business.
Right.
I've always felt like people looked at you wrong for opening a business. Like, I had so much love for my business. Like, I always felt like somebody was gonna knock on my door. It's like, all right, you done had enough fun. You gotta go to work now. You know what I'm saying? Or people get the impression that I don't work because I'm able to do stuff that they can't do. Answer the phone in the middle of the day, or I could be sleep or whatever, because you control your own time.
Right.
And so people have this knock about you. I get it from my friends all the time. Well, oh, you ain't working, or you know,
Yeah, I
or
get,
when
I
I was
get that
married,
all the time too.
right? Well, when I was married, I was the one that was supposed to take my child to the doctor, the dentist, and things of that nature because he's not working.
Right.
Like, no, I got a whole lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but you gonna call me 10 times a day asking how he is? You might as well stay home with him. You know what I'm saying? But it was always assumed that, of course, I'm gonna go. And if I didn't say I can't, if I said I can't do it, I got an appointment today, they'd look at me like I'm crazy. I mean,
Well,
your child said-
how much did it cost for you to start your own business? And you in the real estate business, though, right?
Right.
But to start your own business, to get your real estate license, all that costs you money. You had to invest money into yourself,
Right.
to put yourself in that type of position.
Which wasn't a lot of money. I mean, to get my real estate license wasn't a lot. What people don't realize about real estate is it takes a while before you can get going, and that costs money. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, between you don't even know what you're doing when you get your license, because the stuff that you learn in real estate school doesn't teach you to sell real estate.
What does it cost for your real estate license?
Depends on what state it is. I got my start in Arizona, so it was like $450 for the class. But then you got all these different licenses. You got to join boards. You got to get key fees. You know what I'm saying? You got to join the association, So it's it's a couple $1,000s to get started, okay? And then you're there, and unlike a job, you're there for 2 weeks. You're getting a paycheck at the day. You're not getting no job. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then it's other stuff. You got to have the car. You know what I'm saying? If you got a busted up car, you can't drive clients around on that. So you got to have something that's going to be a little flashy, a little something like that they feel like you're getting it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Clothes as well. You got to have the clothes to match.
What was your start car? Your car you had?
I think it was a Honda Accord. Yeah. Honda Accord. And matter of fact, I had $1 million listing one time, and I was going to get a haircut. And my barber was like, yo, I was talking about my $1 million in Scottsdale. I'm excited. It's $1.3 million. I can't wait. Right. He said, you driving that car? I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said, you ain't going to get it. What you mean? He said, man, millionaire is different than me and you regular folks. They look at your car when you driving up. That determines where you're going to do it.
Right.
So I said, well, what am I supposed to do? He said, go rent one. You making money, go rent one.
Right.
And I did. I went to go rent a car. I rented a Benz, and nice jump. Pulled up he got one of them circular driveways, pulled up in it. We spent the whole time talking about the rental car. Man, I was just looking at that thing. That thing go about 145, huh? Yeah, that the X3,
Right.
I guess I got the deal because he liked the car.
Right.
I'm glad he didn't ask me my experience of selling $1 billion houses, because I didn't know what to say on that one.
You definitely owe your barber.
Yeah, almost definitely. But I had no idea. You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
know?
different selling a $1.3 million house from a $300,000 house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not really looking at my car
Right.
or the Honda Accord, or it's got a Accord. You know what I'm saying? The Benz said, oh, he been doing this. Oh, that's what he does, even though I'm faking it. You know what I'm saying?
But you learned something early in the game, though,
Almost
in
that.
your career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
something that a lot of people might have lost, clients like that, or lost that sale.
But it makes
because
sense.
They didn't pull up correctly.
Right. You go
know
into
what I'm
a
saying?
gated community, all $1 million houses. They seeing what you drive. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
what I didn't know was that it's not about the house I was going to sell. It's everybody that neighborhood needs. I need to be selling every house in that neighborhood. And I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I was just worried about this house selling, when you should have been worried about all the 55 houses in that community.
Right.
Your name needs to be with all of them. You know what I'm saying? I need to be having open houses every day. And it's also the little stuff that you said, because, at a regular open house, I might have some water with some, some cookies. You know what I'm saying? That's not acceptable with a $1.3 million open house. You need to have cheesecake. You need to have wine. You need to have stuff that their hors d'oeuvres are different than mine. You mean yours? We can $20 to feed the 300,000 one. You have to spend some money. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was the flyers. I can make some flyers for the 300,000. That's fine. Oh no, you need to have some stuff to open up. Glitter comes out. You know what I'm saying? So you spend way more money.
Right.
And I had to, and you're not making it. You got to spend that first.
True.
And that first house, that 1.3 million, I ain't even sell it.
You didn't get to
I
sell
ain't
it.
get to sell it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I tried, but no one came. He had some stuff wrong when it was overpriced.
Right.
But I learned a valuable lesson. You know what I'm saying? Market that whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Don't market just your house. You market the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, and then the point that one of the points I was making, like, as us being, us as black people, and, any people, like, you would spend the money, you spend $100,000 to go to school, to get your degree or whatever. But then when it comes to starting a business, we won't put in together, or even put in by ourselves. If this is a business I could start for $5,000, we hesitate on spending that money, on that, for us to be self-employed, for us to start our own business and everything. We hesitate on spending that money, So that's basically one of the questions. I mean, that's, what you think about that, Ron?
So I've started my own with my wife. We had we real estate as well, but we were investors. So we bought investment properties. But to answer your question to why I think people don't do that is, a lot of times, like Carlton mentioned how much it costs for him to get his real estate license. So some of it is they don't have the money, they don't have the resources to start their own business.
You had your resources to go to get that loan.
To get the loan.
Get that loan to go get a,
Absolutely.
It's more money, more accessible. Maybe money is more accessible for you to go to school.
It is.
But and not accessible for you to start your own
It
business.
is. You're right. So it is easier because these institutions, college institutions, they looking to get you in debt, right? And because at the end of the day, the student loans and taxes are the two things you cannot write off as when you're filing for bankruptcy.
Right.
You can't.
Okay.
So they're going to get their money unless you die. Right. So they're going to get their money. So so you're right. So they can someone will give you $100,000 and you don't have a job. Right. To go to school.
And it ain't no guarantee that you're going to get a job after you go to school.
Exactly. Because they know some way, shape, or form you're going to get the money.
But
as a business,
they're not giving you $100,000 though, and they're giving it to you over time. They may give you 50. You gonna end up paying 100.
That's my point. So you're still, but you're still at the end of the day, you owe them $100,000.
Right.
But there's no bank is going to give you $100,000 to start your own business.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so there's a
that's
difference.
I
They know that business gonna kick off.
Exactly.
Right?
And I think that's the problem in the black community and why black people have such a hard time with being entrepreneurs and stuff because we cannot get a loan or the money to start our business.
But that's one of the biggest fallacies that's out there. That's not true. I mean,
You don't think it's true?
We don't know where to go to get that. You know what I'm saying? Your Wells Fargo and your and the big banks, as we call them, the chasing them, may not be so want your business, or because you haven't shown the ability to do business with them before. Right. There are 1,000 other ones, hard money lenders and all that, where you can go get those loans just based upon your plan or what you got. You see what I'm saying?
When people say hard money lenders, dude, is that like almost on the same level as the mafia?
No. Hard money lenders are people who will lend out money. They'll charge you a higher interest rate.
I was about to say, what's the interest rate on
it might charge you 13, 15, 18%, which is common. However, when I flipped houses.
Which is common?
Common, that's common.
For hard money. Okay. Yeah. For not when you get your regular business loan.
No. You're paying less on the business loan, but if you like for flipped houses, my first one business, I flipped houses. So I borrowed $60,000, 18% interest.
Right.
All right. Well, you know what I had to pay back?
What's that?
$62,000.
Yeah, because you're flipping it.
Because I did it quick. Yeah. Because if you don't have it for a long period of time, that's $2,000.
So that's just $2,000
right.
your profit.
Right.
And you gotta,
I'm like, wait, I don't even know why he told me that, but it was 18% interest all day. And if it didn't sell, you're going to have to pay for it month by month. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so you're going to have to pay that $2,000 every month.
Right. But there's also people out here that will give you what we call private money lenders. That will give you regular people like me and you, hey, I want to get a loan. What you trying to do? Give me the business plan. You got some collateral or something like that? Yeah, I got some collateral. Let me see what your collateral. Let me see your business plan. And yeah, we'll get it. And I'll charge you what's going to be a little bit. I'll charge you 8, 10, 12%. Right.
And that's the other thing. I don't think, a lot of people go to school, and just because someone gets a college education, it's assumed that you're just the smartest person in the world and you know how to go about filling out applications or putting together a business plan to where you can start your business. So, and one of the other reasons why people don't want to go into a business on their own is the higher risk, right? It's a lower risk where you go and apply, get a job for another organization. You get all the benefits, 401k plan, all this other stuff. So it's lower risk for them to could go that route.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that we need to learn more or come together like this and talk about different things on like hard money loans. Our people need to be more educated on where to go to get these loans.
Agreed.
Where we go get this money. Explain it to people like you explain it to people. Okay, yeah, you got 60. You had to pay 62,000 back. That's nothing. That's a given. You give me. I don't mind paying you.
But we hit 18%. Everybody go, wow, he's loan sharking. Nah, and I didn't know that. Right. He told me, I'm seeing right there, you're borrowing $60,000. You know what I'm saying? 18% interest or $62,000. So I think I got to pay 60 back plus the 62. No. $2,000 over the 60. Oh, well, I looked at him like, why you didn't tell me that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I didn't know. After that, then I started getting, after I paid that out, they have a network of people. People start calling me. Hey, we only charge 16% interest, and we get longer terms. We go a year instead of 6 months. But I didn't know that.
Right.
And then by doing it, you start finding out more and more people. You know, I had more people call me. I still get people call me. I had someone call me during the show I just did before, saying, "Hey, I flip homes. I understand that you have a connection with a couple lenders. Could I give my lender his information?" You know what I'm saying? I'll get people like that, and they'll give me a percent just to do that. It's for a number. But that's kind of common. I mean, I'm in real estate. I've been there for 20 years, so I get like that. But in the beginning, I didn't know that stuff was available.
Yeah, that's what we need to know. You know, that's what a lot of people need to know, that is out there like that, where you can make them type of moves and stuff. But we also got to come together. Like, say if JT want to start a business, I should be, if he I need 5,000, you know, put in 5,000 on this. You know, we shouldn't be so hesitant in saying, I ain't giving no JT no 5,000. You know, that ain't much money, but we should be like, you know, team up with a brother in your neighborhood.
Sometimes, no offense on you, JT, but sometimes JT would go dip with that 5,000, go to Vegas and try to put it on the number.
Yeah,
and
that's
lose.
pretty much what
You know what I'm
gonna happen with JT. I'm a 9-to-5 guy, and I'm gonna
How you know that about JT?
I don't. I'm just saying.
He didn't look the part, right?
You come across a lot of people that got great ideas,
Right.
And want you to finance their deals. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know them. You know what I'm saying? Roman's my dude. I know Roman 40 years.
Right.
So Roman come to me and say, "Hey, see, I'm trying to do this and that. I got 40 years of experience with this dude. Plus, I know he ain't gonna run blah blah blah. So I'm more apt to say, "Oh yeah, Roman, I trust him. This and that."
Right.
But I have people I hadn't seen in 40 years.
Right.
That told him the idea what I was trying to do. He's like, "Oh, bet. I told 10 people I was flipping. You know what I'm saying? I said, I got this deal I'm trying to do. This is the situation. This is the plan. If you want to be out it, I'm going to need you to send X amount of money to this thing, and we go." Right. Out of that 10, one person did it, sent back.
Right.
The one person I guarantee that I never would have thought would have did it.
Right.
Had my money at 6 o'clock in the morning, called me like, "Oh, you got that money, right?"
Right.
"Oh, you serious?" You know what I'm saying? The people who you don't think will be doing it. And sometimes it's the lawyers, doctors, and people like that have money. They are the greatest people to, because they're used to people ask them, and they got the excess money.
Right.
Okay, so you looking for a bank, a doctor could do the same thing. You want $40,000, doctor got $40,000 in the bank.
Right.
He trying to make extra money too. That's because you're rich don't mean you don't want to be more rich. So he said, "Hey, you know, if it's all about the collateral, I'm gonna get this $40,000. But sometimes you got to be ready for the rejection." I had a buddy of mine that tried to get a magazine. I don't know if y'all remember Honey Magazine, Black Enterprise.
No, not really.
Black Enterprise. Yeah.
A guy, a friend of mine, we went to school with a boy named John. He was trying to get a plan. He actually bought all 3 of those magazines, tried to make something out of it.
Yeah.
He went to college at Yale with a guy who was probably net worth $100 million.
Right.
Okay. So this is his roommate. He said, I went to him to go try to get a loan. He said, "It's my man. I seen him give out people money all the time for his deals." He said, "I know I can get a loan." Right. Me and him used to hit the same chick on the same floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know we good.
Right.
So he went to him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to hit these magazines." He had plans, flow charts, and this and that. He said, "Man, just tell me what you need." He said, "Well, I need 20,000, 50,000, whatever, and I'm trying to do this, this, and this." And the guy said, "Yeah, I hear you, but this doesn't feel right for me." And my boy felt himself getting mad because he seen him give out way more money than he's asking to other people. He getting hotter and he about to start blowing this dude off. This nigga here going, and he calmed. He said,
don't feel right, huh?
Yeah, he said, and his next question saved him. He said, "Well, if you don't want to contribute to me, give me 5 people that would contribute, and let me tell them that you're thinking about putting into it." Guy said, "Oh, that's all you need? 5 names? And tell them I might think about it if they call you?" Yeah, don't even worry about it. Gave him 5 names. He took that 5 names, so he got a no from his boy. He got them 5 names, and then he called them, all 5 invested in them because they heard his boy was thinking about doing it.
Right.
So he went another way. He said he almost lost the whole thing. He said, "Carl, I almost lost it." He said, "Because I'm about to blow this dude away. Motherfucker, you did this, and that."
Right.
And he changed his mindset. So
them 5 names is worth more than
That was good thinking.
Right. Yeah.
That was good.
Sometimes you get situations like that. It might not come the way you expected, but it comes. You just got to be ready for it, you know?
Exactly. And you live on the Dap It Up podcast, you know what I'm saying, each and every Thursday night right here on the Underground Lab TV. You know how we do it each and every Thursday right here. What's up, Ron? What you about to add to that?
No, I was gonna say the other thing is there's a lot of government programs too. believe it or not, that will help, especially minorities,
Right.
start their own business. And if you don't have a business plan, they will help you develop one.
Right.
So I know we don't trust the government majority of the time, but there are some federal programs that will help you. Even some of your local programs, like counties and stuff like that, they do have programs that they can help minorities start their own business.
I just think that that's just something that I like to throw out there sometimes, man. And I know that I want to get more involved in giving the audience the avenue of or educating them on where to go and how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to do more on our shows. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a show that y'all do before this show comes on. So, like to add to to educate the people on what we do know
process,
and how, the process on how to go about doing it and everything. Because the people need to know, and our people need to know, because we talking to our people, we talking to everybody, but we definitely want to see our people advance in life.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
That needs to be done. I think it needs to be taught. I always wonder why it's not taught in school, personally.
Right.
I know the Pythagorean theorem, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I've never used it in business. Ever.
Never.
Not day one. Not saying it's not, I don't know why they taught it. I know it. I haven't used it. Matter of fact, I
Just
wouldn't
like
have to use
algebra, right? When's the last time any of us used algebra in any facet of our lives?
I never even used it in
Maybe
school.
one One time in 11th grade.
Right.
11th grade, maybe.
Yeah.
JT good at math.
I'm good at dollars.
You know to count that money, JT.
yeah, I got that money.
JT definitely good at math. He add up that money good.
That's what's
what I'm
up.
saying? So that's definitely a good point.
I think a lot of us need to come to the table as well, because we assume that because friends. Like I said, I've been friends with him 40 years. So sometimes if I had an idea and I bring it to him, I might not come correct. I might not have the business plan with me. I might not have the flow charts to show how it's going to work.
Right.
I'm expecting him to say yeah because I thought about it so much. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on this thing for a year and a half, and I give it to him and said, hey, Rome, this is my idea, man. What do you think? He looks at it. Man, that shit's stupid, man. You dumb as hell doing no shit like that. You know what I would do? Even though I studied it, I tend to believe what he said.
Right.
I mean, oh, man, Roman, man.
Kill your dream.
Kill my dream.
Right.
He looked at it 5 minutes. He ain't looked at it like I looked at it. I studied this thing.
Right.
But he looked at it just off the top. Hey, man, that's some dumb ass shit. I shouldn't even be mad that he said that.
Right.
Thank you for your comment, my man.
Right.
Still stick to your dream. Most people give up in that. And that's the sole thing we are.
That's only one opinion.
Right. Man, do that. They'll be on you after that junk work.
Yeah.
Trust.
People get
Who
discouraged
got
very
who
easily.
got who in the real estate business? Both of y'all just started.
He actually was doing real estate before me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he didn't know, because I think at the time he left the DC area to go to school in New Orleans.
Okay.
Then he stayed there. Then he met his beautiful wife, moved to AZ. In the meantime, while he was gone, I was doing big things here, and but he became a realtor. So and I was more like an investor.
Okay. You still investing?
I still have investment properties. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good. That's good. Yeah. Well, we live on the Dap It Up podcast. Let me get to this next topic.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
Get me a little scared here.
Motherfucking mystery topics. Man, I was just saying, man, what do y'all think about the well, right now we got black people at the border.
Mm-hmm.
We got some Haitians at the border. And they not getting they can't get into the US.
Mm-hmm.
They just let all these Afghanistans in, brought them here, put them in hotels and everything, and stuff like that. But down in what's that, Del Rio, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
they riding around on horses, whipping them off.
Haitians.
Why our black people not coming together against? I mean, a lot of people are coming together against this situation.
Right.
But what do y'all think about this situation when we got all these Haitians at the border right now trying to get in? And it's not like they just coming here just because. They coming here because they had,
There was earthquakes. The government has fallen.
Everything.
Yeah.
So they need to go somewhere. They don't have nowhere to go. I'm pretty sure a lot of them want to stay where they at, but they can't.
Right.
So they're not running here just because, not just for the US dollar or whatever. They running because they don't have nowhere to go.
Right.
So what you think the government should be doing?
I think they should open up the borders, let them in, and at least give them housing, feed them, put them in the, make the FEMA camps or whatever and feed them and try to get their country back together so they can go back home.
But they get here, they ain't trying to leave. When you try to go
You
back to
don't
Haiti.
know. You don't know. They may be trying to go back. If you organize and get Haiti back to where it's at, I think I would want to live in Haiti than over here.
Well, how many can come? Is there a number? They got a cutoff? That you gonna let in the border?
I mean, you gotta let everybody in at the gate. I mean, or at least make it accessible with you giving them something.
So
you gotta feed them. You gotta help them.
I agree
I
with
mean,
you.
in humanity, I mean, that's just what you got to do. This is what this country is about.
Right.
We go around the world helping people.
I agree.
And doing things.
But what's going to happen? What's going to happen? They're scared of because the color of the skin. They seen them. They's like, oh nah, we got a problem with brothers over here. We got someone coming from Haiti. We already seen what happened when.
But you don't think I'm scared of the Afghanistan's?
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Bombing and blowing up shit.
But the United States has been paying them people gotten in that. They got them believing that they're their friends. They've been helping them. These guys helped us over there, so we just helping us back. That's their story. That's why they letting them in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, you got to look at it. You know, if you're a president, if you Biden, how many you gonna let in? I mean, it got to have a number. Everything got to have a number. I agree.
You let in whoever need to be let in or
We ain't
help.
never did. Nope.
Not just let in, but just say help. Okay. Get a camp for them. Put them in a camp and take care of them. At least feed them for right now. Lend a helping hand to them until they can get.
Like you say, you say it's in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I mean it's a lot of rules and regulations and like the governors. I mean, he's a Republican. He's a Republican governor.
Right.
I mean,
I don't
come
think-
on. I mean, you can't just. It's his rules, right?
You think it's his call?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, the
on
president.
some of it,
The president of is Biden's call.
No,
Biden need to make a call, make a stand. Go down there to the border, Biden. Talk to the people and
Biden call?
yeah.
Yeah, it's this is a federal
way?
issue.
Federal
It is.
issue?
It is a federal. It's a federal issue. So, I'm Haitian. So just full disclosure, I'm Haitian.
Okay.
So
Never been out the United States. I'm sorry.
He got
So-
Haitian blood.
no, I was born in Haiti. Actually,
Okay.
I've been here since I was 4. That's why I have no accent. Or anything
Okay.
like that. But so once upon a time, there used to be this thing called asylum, right? So if you're leaving your country, whether it was Haiti, Africa, or anywhere,
Right.
and you want to come to America, all you had to do is say that there's political unrest, the government is being overthrown, and that's why I'm leaving. And America would just open the doors to everybody.
Right.
But then that became the general rule. My parents ultimately came to Haiti in a similar way.
Okay.
But then it became, the way I understand it at least, it became so expensive because from a humanity standpoint, I agree 100% with you. But there's a cost associated with that I don't think our country, as rich as they are, is willing to pay to continue to take. Because once they get here, then is how you going to house them, how you going to feed them, the education process, where they're going to go to school, how you going to clothe them. Just so then there's, I mean, like when the Mexicans come, there's a whole program where they end up getting free health care, right? Because they're going to get sick, right? And then it drains the healthcare system and the rest of it to support. Now we have Americans who are also suffering, who need assistance, and so the argument is, why do we let these immigrants come from other countries and just use up all of our resources, and we don't, and then we turn. Some people look at it. We turn our backs on regular citizens.
I don't think it's about the resources.
You think it's about black and white?
I think it's definitely about black and white and the color of their complexion of their skin. That's exactly what it is. I definitely don't think it's about the resources, because we got the resources. We can make it happen. We definitely can make it happen. All of they asking for, I know that they asking for is some little shelter and some food, and let us get our stuff together like anybody else willing to do out here. Just like the Spanish community that comes here, across the borders.
They don't want to
and-
leave though,
and
brother.
everybody else. It ain't about them leaving. Well, join in. It's like you act like it ain't enough room here for them.
No, I lean towards more democratic thought process. So I agree with you.
Right.
But we also have these Republicans that we got to work with,
And
and they don't.
senators,
They're
and
The
not.
Republicans is not
you
running
gotta-
everything. I just want our president to stand up and say, welcome the Haitians in and let's take care of them. Let's do what we can.
I do that
let's
too.
So you
Get them
don't think he
clothes.
said that?
Let's
He haven't done
send,
that?
let's send Red Cross down there to take care of them, to help out. Send the little, they got packaged food, they got disaster kits or whatever to go handle this situation. You can't just leave them out there hungry. You can't just leave them down there.
I don't. Well,
They ain't feeding them. They ain't doing nothing. They just got them at the border. It's kids there. It's everything.
Yeah.
They need to go in
And that's crazy.
and help out.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
There
part.
can't. There's no excuses for our government not to be helping the Haitian people out.
Right. So, and I don't. Again, I'm biased because I'm Haitian, so I take that same position. But to Carlton's point, where does it stop? At what point does it stop?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
our
At some point, you
country-
got to close
Our
your
country
door.
been helping. You can't close our door. This is an open door country. All immigrants. This country.
But
is
it's
built-
not an open
It's
door.
not.
This
We-
country has been built from immigrants. Everybody's
Absolutely.
an immigrant, mostly here
Absolutely.
in
Right.
this country.
Absolutely.
But
So
they have-
how you gonna close the door on a certain
They do it all the
race
time.
of
They do it
immigrants?
all
I
the
know,
time,
but it's
bro.
not right. And only when it comes to us as black people, only when it comes to your color of your skin, that's
when they say
got a
no.
problem.
They have-
so
that's
we
what
have
they
to
got.
stop accepting all this BS ass fucking bullshit stuff that they start throwing at us, as in, oh, the resources, we can't afford it, we ain't gonna this and that. Them excuses. We got to
Mm-hmm.
stop making excuses when it come to our people.
So you're saying let all the black ones in, but not the others?
I'm just. I ain't
saying-
never
He
say
said be
not
fair
let
across
nobody.
the board.
No,
I think,
I'm
I think
asking.
he's saying be fair across the
Yeah,
board.
definitely
And,
saying
you know,
be fair across the board,
and-
because I'm like,
yeah.
it's not. Do you saying what we gonna do with them? How they gonna do this? How many Spanish people is at Home Depot out there waiting to do some work? Now, okay, you might see some Haitian people out there ready to do some work.
Bruh, I know. So my brother owns a trash company, right? And whenever he bulk trash, and whenever he's doing huge work, a lot of work that his employees can't handle, he needs more support. He goes straight to Home Depot.
Right.
To your point, and they're all Hispanic. Like 90% of them, 9 out of 10 of them are illegal.
Yeah, I know. I've been down there and employed them too when I need some help
Yeah.
demoing some stuff
And
and,
they-
and
so-
everything. I go get them. Some of them I work on a regular.
And, but they came to the country in a similar way the Haitians are coming to the country.
Right.
Right.
So then the United States use the customs. What's the name of the agency? Customs and Borders, whatever.
Yeah, Border Patrol.
Border Patrol. They lose track of them. They just but they living off of all the benefits that America has to offer, and our tax dollars are paying for that. For
Well,
that.
let me bring this up because I think y'all may forget one. Y'all remember the Cuban boat lift when Fidel Castro
Yes.
emptied the prisons and insane asylums and sent them all to the United States on rafts. You know what I'm saying? And he had the Cuban wave form that, and they came in with all the criminals and they made Miami crime ridden, this and that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got the worst of the worst coming from Cuba, and they in the United States. And the United States took them all in. You know what I'm saying? For the ones
And
that
the United States just did that with the Afghanistan.
Right.
They just let them all out of the prison and everything, and they let them go loose.
Right.
And they came here. Now they here, and we feeding them, and they in hotels, and they doing their thing. So now,
But what happened when in Miami when the crime went skyrocketing? What happened? Everybody was like, "Why in the hell that man he couldn't get reelected again?" Because they these people when they get these politicians, their number one job is to get reelected again, and they gonna work on whatever they gonna do whatever got to do to
but
get reelected.
it's enough room in Texas. You gotta give up some of that land.
Yeah, but that's a
You gotta have
Republican state though. That's a red
It
state.
don't matter about the
That's what I'm
Republican or not.
Don't crackers, they'd be out there shooting. Them. I already know.
Right.
I was wondering this too. I wonder how did they get to Texas? How did they get
I
there?
thought the same thing, bro.
I wonder how did they get there from
They came
Haiti?
through. They came through. Mexico.
They went to Mexico. I
So
know,
trying
but
to-
how did they get to Mexico?
Mexicans ain't even mess with them, ain't say shit to them. They just let them walk through.
I think they came in
Through-
like
Mexicans allowed them coming through the asylum, their asylum policies.
right. They crossed
They
the Rio
accept it,
Grande.
yeah.
Right.
And there's a bunch of as you know, so Mexicans are losing citizens to the United States, and then they're accepting other foreigners to come into their country.
So they came through and they took that same path.
They took that same path.
A lot of people taking that same path.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that you don't know what's going on.
Man, it ain't about knowing. I know it's some black people at the border right now, and they
And they being mistreated.
And their country has been destroyed by earthquakes and politics and everything. Their country is not safe where they at.
Right.
And
But if it
stuff.
was Israel,
Let's go down there and help
Of
them out.
course, if it was
And for
Let's go
one,
help them out, Date.
yeah, we
right.
need to go.
Right.
We need to go down there and help them out. It's a lot of people. They got an ATL thing. People down in Atlanta is definitely going out there. And they headed out to Texas right now, and they trying to. They carrying food. They carrying clothing. They carrying a lot of stuff like that. We got to put something together like that here in the D.C. area where
That's what
Agreed.
we
we
got
got to go down there and we got to stand up as black people. We need to stand.
I agree.
Most
And we need
I
to
agree.
start making shit happen
And that's one
for
of the things.
our own people, and not even expect the people of Texas, the Republicans, to do anything.
All right,
Because
we can't always wait on them.
we
can't
can go.
always wait on the
We can go to
government.
Texas, right?
We can't. We
can go to Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't stopping us from taking some truckloads of stuff.
but you
down
best
to
believe
Texas.
we come in with Texas with a couple 18 wheelers going in there with all the stuff that we can get, donated from other black Americans to get to them. I bet you them state troopers gonna be having the
It's gonna
word
be a
up.
problem.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be a problem.
Well,
it's gonna be
so-
a problem.
They gonna confiscate some
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
bro.
but see, my question, which is similar, so one of the first things that came to mind when I was seeing those images on TV too, is where's Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
Where's Black Lives Matter, right?
Yeah, where are they?
All right, because this is a great
Have y'all
cause.
seen Black Lives Matter lately though?
No, they got their money. They out of there.
No, the main color in Black Lives Matter is white. I'm driving down 16th Street, and other day I'm on a corner, and they got everybody Black Lives Matter all up. Everybody there was white. It's 20 to 30 people holding up signs, Black Lives Matter. Little old white ladies. All you saw. I ain't see a brother among them. I ain't say nothing.
But like Rom say, where are they when it comes to this Haitian situation? Because them,
Quiet.
But you know
Black
what I
Lives
noticed though, for real, with that Black Lives Matter, that you think about something. I work in Virginia, Arlington. I mean, in the people houses in their yards. I see a whole lot of signs, Black Lives Matter. But I'm in D.C. and I don't see no signs in drive people windows and stuff. Y'all
DC
notice
one,
that?
yeah,
You see
yeah.
it? You got any no signs?
Right.
I mean,
I'm
I
with
don't.
you.
I see them
I'm
in
just
certain
like-
neighborhoods. I got a house out by
Because
First and
VA
Kennedy.
them-
So in Northwest where I'm at, First Kennedy, you see a lot of that.
You
know
see a
what I'm
lot of
saying? You see a lot of
Kennedy?
that. Yeah,
Of
but then-
First and Kennedy?
Yeah, but then as you go on out, in different parts of the city, I don't see it in Southeast as much.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I
You don't see nothing in
that.
Southeast,
Right.
nothing.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
now,
As a black person, you don't need to have a
it's
sign.
Things happening and stuff. Huh?
in the black community, I don't think you need to have a sign to tell you that your life matters. You already know your life matters when you walk out your house. You got to put a sign up to say Black Lives Matter in your front yard.
No, the thing is, it's about caring
It's
and
supporting.
supporting.
We
Yeah,
already
you
know. We already know that in the
But-
black community. We already know that our lives
I got
matter.
it.
So
I
we
got
don't
it.
need to do that.
I appreciate you having me on
Oh,
here.
yeah.
man,
Thanks
you
a
know
lot,
what I'm saying?
C, man. I really appreciate
Check us out
you
on
sitting in.
Unleashed. But I appreciate
Definitely.
it. And I got to have both y'all on our show. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, we definitely will do that, man.
Shout out to Miss
just let us
Jones, by the
know.
way.
Oh, man, don't talk
Yeah,
about it.
Miss Jones in the building.
Jones in the building.
All right, thanks a lot, C, man, for stepping in for us
See ya.
tonight,
I'll hang a
Definitely
little
appreciate it.
longer.
All right, that's cool.
We'll
know?
be cutting it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Down to you.
Yeah,
But
this
he
is
like
the
to talk.
Dap It Up. This is the Dap It Up podcast. You know how we do it each and every Thursday night right here on the Underground Lab. You know how we do it. We got my man JT and we got Rome sitting in for Lack and
What's up?
Jim, producer Jim. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. We was talking about the border situation that's going on with the Haitians down there at the border trying to get into the U.S. just to live. You know,
live,
you know
just to
they trying to
survive.
survive.
Just to survive, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we want everybody. I mean, if you can do something, do something. If you see an organization or something that you can donate to help out the Haitians that's at the border, man, please do so. Maybe we need to start up a little fund or something for
Absolutely.
the Haitians and stuff, and start doing collect some funds or just collect some merchandise, some material,
clothes,
anything. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So we can push that agenda and help out. You know what I'm saying? Do our part. You know, instead
Absolutely.
of just talking about it, we need to do our part for sure.
There we go. We ain't got to wait on the government.
Yeah, we
and
ain't got to
Republicans.
wait.
We definitely ain't got to wait.
We ain't
on
got to
that.
wait for Biden. You know.
Nah, we ain't got to do that. Right.
I don't think he's gonna help anyway.
Well,
know?
like I
Yeah,
said,
I'm
well,
always curious if this was, people with lighter skin, like from Israel.
Oh yeah, it would be a big difference.
Yeah, huge.
I already know it'd be a big difference. They already proven that time and time again
Absolutely.
how much a difference that would have been, you know? Mm-hmm. And other thing, you know, now I want to switch up little subjects a little bit. You know, we live on the Dap It Up podcast for sure. And now I want to say, like, what do y'all think about, this is a little comedy to me. It's a comedy question or something. But what do y'all think about Biden saying that when the hurricane was coming, Biden say, it's very important for you to get your vaccination, you know, your vaccine, get your shot when the hurricane was coming. Do you think that's was very important? That's the most important thing, was to get your shot.
And was he talking to the nation, or was he talking to the specific areas where the hurricane was due to come?
I think he was talking to where the hurricane was due to come.
Oh, yeah, that's. So I didn't hear the comment, but the way you described it, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, I mean, everybody think it was crazy. People who, when you go back and look at it, you know, it's like he sounded crazy to me. You know, when he say, "Oh man, you got to go get your shots. The most important thing to do right now, if a hurricane is coming, is to get your shot. The most important thing is
you can't overlook that. What he said.
What you
You
mean?
can't overlook it. He might have was just one of them days. He was just rambling.
I
Probably.
mean, y'all say Trump said a lot of stupid
right?
shit.
Yeah,
So we need to point out the stupid shit that Biden say.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Let's point out the stupid shit the president
I'm pretty
said.
sure Fox 5 do that.
Yeah, well, I agree. I mean, if he says so, if New York City, as we know, got ravished by this hurricane,
Right.
and he's sending a message to New York City while they're in the middle of fighting a hurricane, he's talking about get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah, that's some stupid shit.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I
that's-
just
yeah,
feel
yeah.
that that's just
Absolutely.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's how pressed they are.
About the
Push this
vaccine.
agenda, this vaccine agenda on everybody. Is that you will make it that stressful for a person that's about to deal with they losing their home, getting
Right.
flooded out, being washed away down the street.
Yeah,
And they want you to run out and get that shot before you get washed away down the street.
that's insane.
I think I was just rambling though. I mean,
I kind of know what his point was, but I still think it's stupid. You know, the thing is, what his point was somebody else made. I'm gonna try to be fair as possible. What his point was that, okay, the hurricane is coming. It's good to go get your shot because if something happened to the facilities where you have to get your shot at, get flooded or get blown away or whatever, you won't be able to get it. So it was like to come get their shot early before something happened to the centers that will maybe get your shot.
That's not a priority to
Well,
me.
it shouldn't
at
have been
that
a
point.
priority,
I
but he
agree.
made it like it was a priority.
Yeah, no.
You know?
I mean, when you have a natural disaster about to happen and you know it's coming, to me, your number one focus is preparing to how you can be safe when that natural disaster hits the ground. So that's where everybody's focus should be on. The shot, I get it. It's important as well, and you want to try to keep people alive and from that aspect of it.
Right.
But the priority to me at that point is the hurricane, right? I mean, yeah, I would have tuned them out, bro. Yeah, because you're right. I'm one of those people who always counted or laughed at and challenged Trump with all the bullshit he would say come out his mouth.
Right.
But Biden's had some hiccups too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, they had a lot of hiccups and a lot of lies. You know, when they was if you
lied.
run back, if you do rewind the tape from where they was running for president and vice president, him and the vice Kamala Harris was running for president. They said a lot of stuff that they today is don't stand.
like what? Because
Like one with the border situation.
right.
They said that's inhumane to turn people away and not to help people and stuff. Now she say go home. Don't come here.
That what Kamala say?
Yes.
Wow.
That's what she said. She said, go home. Don't come here. You can't come here.
Okay.
And so that's what she's saying now. But just when she was running to be vice president, it was like, it was inhumane for us to turn around on people, for Trump to try to build a fence and try to turn them people back when the Mexicans and all that was coming, and Trump was trying to keep them from coming into the U.S. It was like inhumane what he was doing. But now you tell the Haitian people, don't come, turn around, go home.
I think the message was different when Trump was in. I think it wasn't about turning them around. The issue that they had with Trump was they were already here, and then you separated the kids from their parents. And then they sent the parents home, and then the kids stayed here, and then they couldn't find the parents to parent with. So that's what the difference was. I don't remember why they were running. Hey, I agree with you. They all lie when they're running because all they're trying to do is get elected. But this particular instance, it wasn't about that Trump was denying them entry to the United States. It was the separation of the children.
So did Trump separate them?
They did. He did. Well, Trump,
the border people separate them?
On his direction, his administrative direction.
Why would his administration separate the kids from the parents? I mean, I don't understand. Why would you do that?
Deterrent, right? So
Deterrent.
Yeah, deterrent, right? Because one of the things Trump had instructed, he wanted to instruct them to do was shoot them. Shoot them. The immigrants coming to this country.
That's not what Trump was saying.
No, he did. I'm telling you. The lawyer. No, he literally said that. The lawyer said, "No, Mr. President, that's not."
He said, "Shoot him."
That's against the law. He said, "Well, we can't just shoot him in the leg." So yeah, he did. He did say that.
That's rough.
Yeah, that is rough. So he's so anti-immigrants. Especially if they look like you and me. So I don't know what the hell he would have been doing.
I don't think he's so anti-immigrant. Because he's an immigrant. His wife an immigrant.
But he doesn't understand that. He's a white immigrant. Did you listen to what he said when he was talking about, why we always get these people wanting to come from these shithole countries to America? Why can't we get people wanting to come from Switzerland?
Good people. And then he said,
yeah.
He said, good people.
Yeah. So he never said white, but Switzerland, I think, has like less than a 5% black residence rate. So
I mean, you gotta just answer his questions with you gotta answer it like, hey, it's because the U.S. fucked up all them countries, and that's why.
Yeah.
And you just gotta answer them like that in this plain, simple, hey, y'all bombed them, y'all fucked them up, y'all destroyed them countries, and where else they gonna go? And it's your responsibility to take care of them. Your responsibility to build that country back up and to get that country back on its feet.
Well, so
it's not they not a shithole because they just a shithole. It's a shithole because the U.S. probably fucked them up.
I agree, because the biggest bullies in the whole fucking world is the United States.
Right.
We're the biggest bullies.
So they had part in creating that shithole.
Absolutely.
And so y'all responsible for that shithole. And so y'all responsible for a lot of shit that happened in Haiti and that was going on in Haiti. So the U.S. now is responsible. And now y'all don't want to take responsibility for the people that's at that border. Now you must feed them. Now you must house them. Now you must do what you got to do.
Talking to the county.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like that's what you're gonna have to do,
Okay.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but yes, I get it. I'm biased. I want that to happen.
Right.
I'm just telling you the politics. It's not just the president, right? I mean, you got. We got a divided government, bro.
Right.
But it starts with the president because the president is the face of the U.S.
Yeah, but he doesn't make laws, bro.
Yeah,
He
but he's
approves
the face,
laws.
and all he got to do is mention some shit. All he had to do is say some shit. All he had to do is stand for something and not just a fucking vaccine. Stand for something else other than a motherfucking vaccine.
His word goes a long way. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, so now all you have to do is speak on the issue in Haiti. I mean, at the border, and at least send a Red Cross there.
Yeah, he has the power. He has the power to do that. No
Yeah,
question.
send the Red
So you
Cross
don't think
there.
the Red Cross there?
No, I ain't see a Red Cross sticker nowhere.
Nothing there?
Nothing. I ain't see it. All I see was people riding on horses, whipping our people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I seen. And our government got to do something about it. Because when you said you ain't black if you don't vote for you, that was a statement that you say, okay, you must be black. You must understand the black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now you got black people at the border trying to get in. You know? And trying to, actually, they don't even know if they just want some help. Just give them some help.
Yeah.
You know? That's all you got to do. And you live on the Dap It Up podcast, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the border situation that's going down there with the Haitians down there at the border in Del Rio, what the hell?
Del Rio, Texas, I think it is.
Yeah, down there
I
in
think
Texas.
they're in process right now.
They're in
Getting it
process
done,
of
making
making some moves.
Making some moves now. I
All
believe
right.
that.
You know, we're gonna dap it up tonight.
I
You know,
trust
you
that.
think you ready to dap it up, JT?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You know?
JT definitely ready to dap it up, man. We gonna dap
But
it
you
up
ain't got
tonight.
nothing else though?
No, that's the most
good?
of my questions right there.
Okay.
You know, I ain't want to throw too much at us tonight. You know,
Some good topics, man.
Yeah,
Some
you
real
know what I'm
good
saying?
topics.
We had to
Yeah.
definitely get it on in tonight, man. I had to thank Rome for definitely sitting in tonight.
man, it's been a pleasure,
with us
man.
and everything.
I appreciate what you guys do, man.
Yeah, we definitely, you know, I gotta definitely get on y'all shows.
Hey,
Unleash,
bruh.
right?
Unleash, man. We gotta get you guys on there.
Unleash.
Because you ready. You sound like you ready
Yeah,
to
man.
lead,
Yeah,
unleash
no.
some stuff,
Yeah,
bro,
he ready.
man.
Be off
ready
the
to go.
leash.
He ready
I
to go,
can
Ron.
go on a whole lot of topics now, you know. So we'll definitely make it happen one day,
We
man.
gotta coordinate
I
that.
come in an hour early just
Okay,
to
that's
get
what's
on
up.
the show,
We need
you
you
know
to
what I'm
get you
saying?
on there, man. We gotta get some
So
hot
we
takes on that.
We definitely do that, all right?
Yeah, it sounds like you're very passionate about the vaccine, so we might have to bring that type of back
Yeah,
up.
definitely bring that vaccine topic back up. You know,
Yeah, you get vaccinated yet?
no.
Oh.
I thought you said you got a job that was going to
Yeah,
require
but I
you.
didn't. Yeah, I dipped
he
and
left the
dodged.
job or something.
You dipped it.
And now let me tell the world, I'm no longer employed.
Are you serious? Because of the vaccination?
Well, that wasn't why I lost.
Oh,
the job.
okay.
But I did run from the human resource lady for 2 weeks. I did dip and dodge from her for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And so, you know, but I had to take off a little bit and to go on. I had to go on a little previous engagement out in New York, and I didn't make it back in time. And so
Okay.
they said there was a no call, no show, and they decided to
Oh, you didn't call- wait a minute. You didn't
terminate my employment.
Hold on, bro. You didn't ask for the time off?
I asked for it, but I
they
had
didn't
to
give
stay.
them-
I had
they
to stay an
declined it.
extra
Yeah, they
day.
declined it.
I had to stay an extra day, and they was like, "Oh no, that's okay."
No, that's when you call out sick.
No, man, I only been there like 3
2
weeks.
days, 3 days, 4 days.
I only been there 3 weeks, man.
I got you.
And so, you know, that job didn't work out, but I'm looking. I'm not even looking for another employment, but I'm about to do some things. You know, I still do my home improvement. So if anybody want to help me out with a little bit of work and stuff, you know,
What do you do home improvement?
I do
Okay.
painting, drywall. I do any. I do any honeydew, anything
That
your
I don't
man-
wanna do?
Anything your man don't want to do, I'll come do
Hey,
it for
bro,
you.
I'm raising my hand, bro.
Yeah.
My wife been telling me, man, we need to find ourselves a handyman, bro. Okay,
I got
ain't
you.
know I had access to this kind of resource,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
a handyman. I could do a little bit of electrical. I could do a little bit of plumbing,
Okay.
drywall, painting, anything. You know,
Okay.
I do it all. So it's
what's
like
up.
whatever you
All right.
need, I got you. You know,
Okay.
I don't lay pipe. I'm a plumber, but I don't lay pipe.
Okay. Okay. Only with the 20 plus.
That might be a good thing. Huh?
Only with the 20 plus that you talked about earlier. Huh?
Right. But definitely, man, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the Dap It Up live podcast. My man Lack was not in the building tonight. Producer Jim was not in the building tonight. I hope they get well soon, you know, and definitely, hopefully next week, we'll have a full crew in here next week. But we definitely want to thank Rome for coming in, sitting
My
in
pleasure,
for us.
man.
You know,
Appreciate
we
it.
like to thank JT for coming in the building tonight. The
I'll have
Go
some sports for
Long
y'all
Sports
next week.
Report. He gonna have
Hopefully.
some sports written down next week.
Yeah.
You know. So JT definitely was in the building, and we had
Carlton.
Carlton
C,
was C was sitting in the building too. We'd like to thank him again. You know what I'm saying? And it got cold, and I didn't get to get out on his boat. You know, his yacht. You know, so I don't know. Maybe I'd catch him next season and everything.
Next spring.
But definitely, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the Dap It Up Live podcast. We really appreciate it and everything, man. So keep tuning in, keep checking us out. Go on YouTube. Definitely check us out on YouTube, Roku, Amazon Prime, all the different streaming locations, man. Just look us up, Dap It Up Live Podcast, and we out of here. Thank you.
Peace.
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 Dap it up.
Dap it up, baby. Boom.
I like that. I
Dap
like
it up.
that.
Dap it
My
up for
man.
sure. Wow.
My man.
In the building.
That's right. That was good, man.
All right.
I love the topics, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, I try to dig on some little stuff, man.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
I like the way you did it. Everything was there's no rehearsing to
No
it.
rehearsing, baby. We got
It's all raw.
Yeah. You good?